Let's see if we can make these creepy AI cookies.
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
These are supposed to be pineapple upside down sugar cookies. So you need a quarter cup of melted butter, quarter cup of brown sugar, and you stir those things together in a small bowl until it starts to look a little bit like caramel. Then the recipe suggests that you bake these in muffin tins. Now, a standard size muffin tin will not hold a pineapple ring. They're going to be way too big. So I'm using my jumbo muffin tin. I've greased it well with cooking spray prior to adding anything. And then I'm adding a teaspoon of that caramel mixture into the bottom of each. And then we need to add pineapple rings to this. These are canned pineapple rings. I put them on layers of paper towel and I'm dabbing them, trying to get as much of the moisture out of them as possible before I'm baking them. Then you take the pineapple rings and you place them in the bottom of the muffin tin. And as you can see, they barely fit into these jumbo muffin tins. There's no way these would go into a standard size muffin tin unless you had really tiny pineapple rings. And the recipe suggests that you can add maraschino cherries to the center. However, clearly the AI image does not have that. Now we're going to make the sugar cookie part of this recipe. And this is a basic standard sugar cookie recipe. Nothing crazy about this recipe. A cup of butter, softened, 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar. Beat those things together until they are light and fluffy. Then you add 1 large egg and beat until the egg is well combined, and then add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now we'll add some dry ingredients, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. You can add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt if you use unsalted butter, but I didn't add it because I'm using salted butter. And then 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I added it all in, and then you combine them until you get a nice dough. The recipe says to take a tablespoon of dough, roll it into a ball, and then form it into a little disc shape, and then put it on top of that pineapple. And I found that to me, that was pretty thin, and I didn't think that would be enough. So I did a couple thin, and then I did a couple where I doubled that amount, about 2 tablespoons of dough, and I put that on top of the pineapple slices. Then you're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes or so until the edges of those cookies are a light brown and the center feels set. So once they were baked, I let the pan cool a little bit, and then it says to flip them over. So I did. And much to my surprise, they all came out. The cookies stayed intact. And they look pretty good. I was like, wow, this is not a bad looking cookie. Here is what they look like up close. The pineapple is still very wet. The cookie is dry enough that you can handle it, pick it up and take a bite out of it. The caramel is kind of inside the cookie, and you can see it a little bit in the center there. Now let's take a look at that AI image again. This is what it looks like as it appears on the Facebook page. Pineapple upside sugar instead of upside down, so there's an error there. It gives you 3 or 4 lines of recipe, and then you have to click on it to get to a website where you're bombarded with ridiculous ads. Here they are side by side. They're slightly similar. I mean, not like a lot similar, but not bad actually. Here's that AI image up close. Now let's take a look at it. First of all, the pineapple, there's like a pineapple shape on the top, but it looks like it's like one cookie instead of 2 separate pieces, if you know what I mean. The edge has this coarse sugar, and there's coarse sugar on the top. So I said, let's try to make this a cookie that looks like the AI image. That is a piece of the sugar cookie dough. And instead of using canned pineapple, I decided to use candied pineapple slices, like dried pineapple slices. But they're not like hard and leathery. They are kind of tender and chewy. And I pressed it into the sugar cookie dough, and I added a little bit in the center because the AI image had that. And then I added some coarse sugar along the edges, and I actually put some a little bit in the middle. Now to bake these, I decided to put them in a whoopie pie pan because I didn't want the sugar cookie dough to spread in the oven and to kind of go away from the pineapple. So I baked it this way, and this is how they turned out. They don't particularly look a lot like the AI image, maybe a little bit more because of the coarse sugar on the middle and then that little centerpiece popping up. The color is a bit off, of course, because I'm using the dried pineapple. And as a bonus, here I had some sugar cookie dough left and some pineapple and cherries left. So I decided to try a little experiment here. I just put a little bit of the dough in the bottom of a muffin tin. Then I added a piece of pineapple, a little piece of maraschino cherry, and I had some of that caramel mixture left over. So I added a little bit of that in there as well. And then I covered it with another piece of dough. And I used up the rest of the dough that way. And I baked these until they were brown at 350. Now here are the cookies from the original recipe. It's actually a pretty little cookie. For the day that you make them, you can pick them up and eat them. Nice pineapple flavor. The problem with these is the next day and a couple days later, there's so much moisture in the canned pineapple that it goes right into the cookie and they get really soggy. So you kind of have to eat them with a fork afterwards. And the dried pineapple cookies are okay. My husband preferred these out of the bunch of them. He liked the ones with the dried pineapple in them. And that was my little experiment. It's a nice little sugar cookie with a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of caramel flavor in the center. They're okay. And then finally, did my cookies move? They sure did. Look at them go. So with a little bit of free online AI work, I got my cookies to look just as creepy as the original ones, or just about. If you enjoy this kind of content, then check out my AI versus reality baking playlist. Thank you so much for watching.